That's a new fancy one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what it was like in the last episode.
Well, maybe I used it. I don't know. It's been 6 months since we've done this.
Yeah, that was the last episode. It was like that.
Okay. You got a quote? Go.
I do.
You can go.
Oh, we're going now.
Yeah, we can go now because I'm gonna fix all this up.
All right. Okay, Polly. It's not that you want a cracker; you have to earn it.
It's not so much as to want a cracker; you have to earn it, pal. Yes.
Oh,
That's
ladies and
right.
gentlemen, we're back.
We're back.
After 6 long months, we are back, and we're doing possibly one of the greatest movies I have ever seen in my life. It is my personal favorite movie,
But
Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Anyway, we might as well kick it off. That I am for all our fans, our 4 fans. My name is Darcy.
I'm Andy. That's
What?
right.
What was that?
Well, I forget we can't hear it, so I had a Thanos sound effect there for when you said Guardians of the Galaxy. It was really funny.
Oh.
So you'll play it back, but you talked over it. So shut up, and we'll do it again. Ready?
Well,
Ready?
sorry.
Say Guardians of the Galaxy again.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I am inevitable.
Huh? Huh?
That's a completely different movie, but anyway.
It ties in, and we will get to that point
you
because
had,
I have a
like-
fun fact about Josh Brolin. Actually,
Well, if you had actually, like I Am Groot or something in there, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
okay.
That's funny.
Well, I have a fun fact about that too. Oh man, I have so much fun fact about this
Oh,
movie.
you have fun facts.
I have fun facts. I love this movie so much.
You love this movie. This is my favorite
It
movie.
is. It is. I know you. Yeah, I know how much you love this movie.
I do. It's just an incredible movie. Like, I watched it last night, like probably the first time in probably a year because, like there's other movies I want to watch, but like this is always still my go back movie.
I only introduced Ali to this, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. We watched this because she found a book in the library of the Guardians
yeah,
of the
'cause
Galaxy.
that's
right.
right.
You were here, and we found the book, and I'm like, oh, she might actually like this movie. So I went back and watched it, and my God, it was the best.
It was an incredible movie.
I love it.
I remember, because when I seen the trailer for it back in 2014, I was just like, I was hooked with the song "Hooked on a Feeling" by Blue Sweet.
Yeah,
My favorite song because of this movie, and I just went, this actual movie looks really, really good. Like I didn't even know what the hell they were.
That's what won me over, and I will get into this, but the soundtrack of this movie is so fucking good.
It is incredible.
It is so amazing.
For the fact that it's 70s and 80s style music.
Yeah.
And they've just
a
added
modern-
into in a modern day
futuristic
movie, and they're just like, it went well with it.
It
Like,
did. It really
it's
did.
really hard to actually come by a movie. You add a soundtrack in.
You could put a random assortment of 90s and 80s and 70s music into any movie, and it wouldn't work.
Oh, you
this-
got like your Quentin Tarantino with his films, like
Yeah.
he adds all those sort of movies in, but they actually fit really well with the style of cinematic. But this is a Marvel
That's
movie.
right. No other Marvel movie puts Jackson 5 in their soundtrack.
No, but you say like you got Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. They always got AC/DC in there and stuff
Yeah.
like. But they actually go with it.
But this was like...
This
did
is
you know-
space. This is aliens and sci-fi, and like you've got Blue Sweet chucked in the middle of
This
it.
is what... the soundtrack won me over for this movie, honestly. Like, it's a great movie, but the soundtrack is just phenomenal. I listen to it on repeat. It's on my Spotify playlist. I love it so much.
Oh, I listen to it all the time. I think it's
And-
always it's on my playlist at work,
It's-
so I listen to that all the time.
The thing... This soundtrack, I don't know if you know, actually won a Grammy for its mixing. I don't know I don't know how to word it, but it won a Grammy
You're right.
because of how good the mix of songs were.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep. It
I didn't
actually,
even know they had a genre like.
well, in the Oscars, how they have best soundtrack.
Yeah.
Hang on, I might be getting that wrong. It won an Oscar for best soundtrack. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes, it did.
That's I'm fucked up. It won an Oscar.
That's why you were confusing me. I'm like,
Yeah.
Grammy, really?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't
All
have won a
right.
Grammy because that would be the recording from the artist. It won an Oscar for best soundtrack in 2014 or
Yeah.
2015 or whatever. the
Yeah,
Oscars
no,
were.
24 or
Would have been
2015.
2015. So, how great is that? And fully deserving as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I love this movie.
So good.
It does not surprise me that this movie did get an Oscar.
So good.
I'm very, very happy for it, and
Oh my god!
just everything
And
about it.
it was
I love.
nominated twice? It was nominated.
Special effects.
Had 52 wins 52 awards over its life, 100 nominations. It's
only nominated
it's a
for 2
goddamn,
Oscars.
It's
but,
a goddamn masterpiece, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it's funny enough because, I'll make it into my interesting facts, but yeah, well, we might as well kick it off with the directors and the writers and such.
Yes, we should. We should.
Righto,
This is what we do.
Director, the famous.
My favourite. One of my favourites.
If you let me talk,
So
I
I know
tell.
he's so good.
I know
he's
you,
doing
I know
so
you
much
like him,
more
but I
exciting
can't
stuff.
say the name if you keep
He's just
talking.
doing so much exciting stuff, and I'm so excited.
Anyway, the director, the one and only James Gunn.
Yeah, boy.
There is more than one writer in this. It's actually 9 credited in the writing, but I'm only going to say it 1.
Yeah, but I think we go into then all the original comics and artists and stuff.
I'm just going to say the writer,
the writers of the film.
the one and only James Gunn.
Yeah.
Cast. To be honest, I actually have a look at this. It is actually pretty stacked with some pretty big names.
Yeah.
Like for a movie that was not like for that no one's ever heard of. It's actually got some pretty famous actors in.
Yeah, huge actors.
Like you've got, here we go. I'll go down the list because there's a lot of names here, and I'm just going to go through them all.
Crispy Rat.
Chris Pratt,
Crispy Rat.
Zoe Saldana,
Gamora.
Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Lee Pace, Michael Rooker, Karen Gillan. I don't know how to say his name. Jimon Hounsou. He is from Blood Diamond.
Yes.
Yes.
He is.
John C. Reilly.
Who I thought would have had a bigger role, honestly. When you think of John C. Reilly, I thought, this will be funny. But he didn't even, he didn't have a massive comic relief like he normally would. Like, if you would expect John C. Reilly in a movie, you would expect a massive comedy relief kind of role, yeah? But because this movie was already so funny and already had Chris Pratt and Dave Bautista and all these people doing funny shit, John C. Reilly's character really was underwhelming.
I think it was always meant to be a one and off thing.
Yeah, I don't think it was wrong, and I don't think he was cast wrong. But when I seen John C. Reilly, I was like, okay, this will be funny, and it was just like, okay,
I was surprised that he didn't get a reprise role in
number two.
Yeah, but
I
then
thought
again,
so.
with all the other shit that's going on in the movies, I think we can skip a few things.
Yeah, that's right. He wasn't a fan favorite.
I'll keep going. Cruella de Vil herself, Glenn Close. That's
the
only thing.
Me too.
That's all I see her is. Every time I see her at anything, I just think that's freaking Cruella.
That was like early noughties, wasn't it? That was like early 2000s. That was. But
early
I'm the same. I cannot look at Glenn Close or see her name without thinking of Cruella de Vil.
Cruella de Vil.
Every time. Who actually is being played by Emma Stone in the new upcoming remake.
I'm actually really excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm actually really keen on it. It looks really good.
I seen the photos of her and I was like, is she?
I think she's got like a little cameo kind of thing, and that's it.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll keep going down the list.
Sorry, yeah, I was really excited.
Benicio del Toro. I reckon he's one of my favorite actors to watch. I reckon he's incredible. Laura Haddock. Haddock? Sean Gunn, the brother of James Gunn.
Who appears in almost every James Gunn movie.
So does Michael Rooker.
But you know what's funny? It always makes me think, do you reckon that their mum, like when they go to like Christmas dinner or something, and then that James is there and his mum's like, put your son in the movie. Oh, it's not your son, your brother. Give your brother a role in your movie.
Let your brother play.
I always just imagine that. It would just be so funny. Like, what if they don't get along and then their mum is just like, put your brother in the movie.
Put your brother in the movie and let him play.
Like, it just made me laugh because he's in Suicide Squad too.
He's in Suicide Squad. I'm pretty sure he's even got a role in...
he had a bigger role in number 2 as well.
Yeah, in number 2. Brightburn, I'm pretty sure he's in Brightburn.
Oh, shit, really?
I'm pretty sure he had a little cameo. I'm probably wrong about it.
Oh, I don't know.
I know Michael Rooker was in the end of it.
Was he?
He was in the end of, Brightburn. He was the news reporter. He was the one doing the news report about Brightburn. How there's this kid that's destroying everything.
I never picked that up.
And when there's a natural disaster, there's always this little figure. And
Yeah,
he's the one right at the end. And
well,
he's also going to be in the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
They
got their favourites.
Also got here, last one, Peter,
Good luck
Sarah,
with this. Good luck with this.
Sarah, Finn. You know what? I'm not even.
Like he's not listening.
The only thing I know. Oh, yes, yes. But I think even James Gunn is listening to.
Yeah,
he's
because
a loyal fan.
that's what he does in our
Yes,
in
he
his
just
spare time.
listens to just that movie.
Well, I would kiss his ass if he was listening to this. James Gunn, please put me in one of your movies, and I love you very much.
Yeah, please, can I be in the Suicide Squad?
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes.
I'll happy to die first. All I know is that Peter dude, I've only seen him in one thing, and that was Black Books.
Peter what? Peter who? You lost me.
He played Denarian Sal, the last one on the cast list. The one that I just had.
Oh, yeah. Where he comes in, where he's got the really deep voice. Fran. Yeah, that's it. That's all. He's actually in heaps of stuff. He's in heaps of
He's the Tick.
Yeah.
He's the Tick in Amazon.
He's also he does what the hell was it? The yeah, I can't get it. Fran. I can't get that out of it now.
Here's the nightly shipping report.
Is that you, Fran?
Is that you, Fran? Did you want me to come over?
I'll come over, Fran.
Fran!
Oh my god. Yeah, he's in heaps of like British stuff as well.
Oh, he's English.
Yeah.
He's an English actor.
He was in Shaun of the Dead. He was the roommate in Shaun of the Dead.
That's right. He's like
he was.
and I'm the one who has to get up in 2 freaking hours.
Yeah. He never has like.
Can you see why I'm so fucking angry?
He never has a massive role, but he's always funny, and he's really intense looking too.
That's right. He was also in John Wick Chapter 2.
Oh man, I binged. We need to do that, man. I binged John Wick. It took me ages to finally get around to watching them, and I finally watched the first one. I was like, "Holy shit, this is amazing!"
Have you never seen them before?
And then no, I watched one, and then I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I went back through and I watched fucking all 3. I binged one after the other. Boom, boom, boom.
That's when I showed my wife that. I showed my wife the first John
Wick.
Was
so
film,
good.
She was like, "Oh my god, this looks really good."
So good.
And then like she's not one for violence, but she will not watch
the story of John Wick is awesome. Like, yes, people love it for the holy shit, the gore and the badass killings, but the story progresses so well.
It ties in well.
Amazingly.
Like, I hope they just continue on with that sort of stuff. Like, because I think they're going to make like 9 movies out of it.
What?
I'm pretty sure
they're making for 4.
No, I'm pretty sure they're making a crap load of these movies. So hopefully they can just keep continuing.
Well, it was the same that Nobody. Do you remember Nobody that came out like earlier this year? It's called Nobody with Better Call Saul guy. What's his name? Bob Orrig.
Yes.
He that was written by the same guys that wrote John Wick.
Oh, well, I might have to check that one out when it comes out.
And Bob blah blah blah. It's already out. It came out.
No, I'll wait for it comes out on DVD because really I don't have time to go to the movies anymore.
No, you do not. But I didn't rush to go and see it. I haven't seen it, and I'm not going to rush to go and see it. But yeah, it was written by the same guys, so apparently it's pretty good.
Oh.
Mm.
So we might as well keep back on with the movie.
Sorry, apologies.
So, do you want to do like a quick synopsis? Have you got one there, Andy?
I do, but it's very vague.
Go with it.
All right. So, a group of intergalactic criminals must pull together to stop fanatical warrior with plans to purge the universe. Which, when you read that, doesn't that just sound like Endgame? Like, I mean, really.
Well,
in a very vague sort of way. That sounds exactly like...
It is pretty much
you're stopping is Thanos. But, fun fact, this movie set up those, like, Infinity War and Endgame. If you think about it...
This movie had a bigger role in the MCU than what people were going to think.
Yeah, it was massive. But there's a fun fact for you, that James Gunn didn't really want to put Thanos in it. He wasn't even supposed to really
that was
be
Kevin
a part
Feige
of it.
who wanted him in there.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to like tie it in.
He just wanted to bring it in. Yeah,
he wanted to have a little side
sneaky
piece, but no, Kevin Feige wanted to actually make it a mass. He goes, no, I want this to be huge because I don't want this to be a one and off film.
When I rewatched it, because I hadn't watched it since Endgame and Infinity War and all that, so when I rewatched it, I was like, holy shit! Like this played such a massive role in it. Like it was awesome. Like
I didn't think they were going to introduce an Infinity Stone into it, so I was just thinking because I just saw the trailer, I was like, "Yep, this looks awesome." And then as I'm just watching it, I'm like, holy crap, Thanos is in this.
Yeah.
Like, this is massive.
It's just, like, and by this point, you'd already had, what, one Avengers? I don't think the second one had come out. I don't think Age of Ultron had come out yet.
No, I think 2. I think it
Age
came
of
out after Age of Ultron.
Did it? I didn't. Oh, maybe that might have been 12.
Yeah.
No, it was 15. It was 15, so it was a year after.
Okay, year after.
It was a
Sorry.
year after. So
That's right. Yes. No, that is right.
So it's crazy that they introduced Thanos
So early.
so early. Like,
Yeah, actually,
it was-
fully introduced him because
Yeah.
before then, you only got the end credit scene in the Avengers,
Mm.
which actually wasn't Josh Brolin in that movie.
No, well, that's the thing. Josh Brolin wasn't cast. Here's another one of my fun facts. Wasn't cast until this movie.
Yeah.
Until Guardians.
Yeah, because they
He was
said they
cast
wanted
until
Thanos
then.
in there, so they've casted Thanos.
He was actually-
Well, I might as well add him into the cast list. So sorry,
you can't.
Josh
No.
Brolin was in this movie.
No. Wait. You can't because he's uncredited.
Well,
Josh Brolin is uncredited for the role of Thanos in this movie because, I don't know if it's because, but he was the last person to be cast in this movie, and he goes uncredited for this role.
no, I'm adding it in because
In
this is the
this
first
movie.
full official appearance
Well,
of
you are-
Thanos, the
you are-
Mad Titan.
You
so
are
yes.
wrong.
No, I'm not wrong because he was in the movie.
He's
Was he?
uncredited,
No,
which means
was
he
he? Was
cannot
he
be
not
credited.
in that movie? Did
Yes.
he not sit in that chair and say, "If you cross me, I will bathe the storeways in your blood"? Did he not say that? Do not question me about this movie. Do not.
I can only tell you what I have read,
Yeah.
and they tell me that he was
IMDb can go fuck
uncredited.
themselves. They can go fuck themselves. He was in this movie. His voice and his acting was in this movie. He was sitting in that chair. He was in 2 scenes.
He was in 2 scenes.
He was in 2 scenes and he was sitting on a chair and he said that.
Sorry. Go on.
He was sitting in his chair and he said that Gamora was his favorite daughter when he had Nebula sitting right down there.
Yes, he did. Fun fact: in the comics, Nebula is actually Thanos' granddaughter, not daughter.
Yeah,
That's something they changed in the movies.
Yes, I did know that.
They did change
Yes,
this,
I did.
which would insinuate that Gamora also grandchild, not
Well,
daughter.
here's a little. I only found out in Infinity War. You know when you see Red Skull appear as the ghost.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually in the comics. That's essentially meant to be Death,
Death. Yeah.
which is the wife of Thanos.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes, but they didn't want to add that in. They didn't want Thanos to have
So
a
Thanos'
love
wife
interest.
is Death.
Yes. His love interest is Death.
Then why is Red Skull a dude?
No, they changed that. They changed
That's
that.
2021.
because-
It's all diversity, I suppose.
Yeah.
Can't discriminate.
No, that came out in 2019.
Oh, sorry.
So, but no, they wanted to change it because they they didn't want Thanos to have love, to be in love, have a wife and a
That's
family.
a whole other
They want
story.
him to be,
Yeah,
big bad Thanos.
Yeah.
So they chucked
Well, they
that
had
in,
the Gamora
and they
side
thought,
of it too. so
they always
already
said,
had that soft side.
they also thought because
I get that.
Red Skull disappeared
Mm.
from the Space Stone.
Yes.
So there you go. Henceforth, he
There's that.
becomes the guardian of the Soul Stone.
Motherfucker. Okay. I did not know that. I like that. That's
Yes.
very cool.
See,
That's very, very
so,
interesting.
like, do not question me about this
Okay.
freaking movie.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. Right, you got some interesting facts there, Andy.
I do have facts.
You do have
I
facts.
just realized I didn't get reviews.
Okay, you can go
But,
to reviews if you'd
No,
like.
I didn't do reviews.
Oh, you didn't?
I
Oh, we'll scratch
apologize.
reviews.
We're gonna do reviews. So, fun fact. I mean, I've gone through a few already that I had written down, but here's this: after filming finished, James Gunn gave Dave Bautista a Drax lunchbox to add to his collection. So he's obviously collecting lunchboxes, right?
Okay.
That's cool. Fair enough. But Bautista gave Chris Pratt and Zoe, whatever her name is, Gamora,
Saldana.
custom WWE championship belts.
Yes, I did know that.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a man, dude! Just giving away his fucking belts.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome.
No, the WWE gave him the belts to give to them because of how successful that movie was. Because I actually
thought
have,
he was giving away his belts. I was like, okay.
no, I have an actual fact about, or something to add on to that.
Way to ruin my fun fact.
Well, it's actually meant to add on to it.
Okay.
So, the story in Dave Bautista is a wrestler.
Yes.
He was a
He
former
was.
wrestler.
Yes.
He actually was offered to come back to wrestle, but he said no because he was trying out for Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
because he didn't know he was going to fully get it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, his best mate, in the business, said that this movie, like he read the script with him, he looked everything with him, and he said, mate, this movie's going to suck.
Yeah, right.
He goes,
Totally
mate,
get
this
it.
movie's not going to go anywhere further. You're better off just coming back wrestling for us and making money. And he goes,
Yeah,
no,
right.
I've got a good feeling about this. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So, fuck you. He made money.
What a
He
legend.
made bank.
Yeah, luckily.
So, yes, I'm pretty sure the
Lucky
reason...
he did that. Holy crap.
Yes, so I'm pretty sure the reason that Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana got belts is because, well,
It was so successful.
it was so successful and they felt bad and they ate their own words. Which,
That's funny.
funny enough,
That's
this
funny.
movie actually set off his career. You know,
Well,
you've
yeah,
got-
it really did, yeah. Like,
you've got the typical wrestlers. You got The Rock. You've
he
got
wasn't
John
doing
Cena.
Much, he wasn't doing much before this.
No, he's got like John Cena. You got Dave Bautista. You got them three right now. They're the three biggest wrestlers. Back back when we were kids. And now they're turning to Hollywood. But
Yeah.
like Dave
But
Bautista has
most-
been in some pretty darn big movies.
Yeah.
Like, he has been in.
The ones that have done that, like John Cena, The Rock, Dave Bautista, these guys are really creditable actors.
Oh,
They're
big.
really, really funny and really good at what they do. Like,
they're
I mean,
really-
fair enough,
all
they're
three of
acting
them are
with
really
wrestling,
good.
but like it's this whole other side of them. Like, it's amazing. They're really good actors.
Yeah, well, I just see like Dave Bautista. I reckon he's the better one out of the three.
You
Like,
reckon?
he's-
I mean, I watched John Cena in that. What was it? That one where he has like teenage daughters and the. Fuck. It was really funny.
Oh, the
was
cock blockers.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Blockers, I think. it's
Blockers,
called.
yeah.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not saying.
God damn, that was funny.
No, if you look at the big successful movies though, The Rock is massive. He's been in some really big blockbuster hits.
Yeah.
But here you've got Dave Bautista being in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, Infinity War, the most successful movie, the second most successful movie in box office history. You've got Blade Runner 2049. He's going to be in Zack Snyder's new movie, Army of the Dead.
Yeah, which looks
Freaking
fucking
incredible.
awesome. Yeah. I don't go much on zombies, but that looks...
No, I'm going to be
Fucking
watching
cool.
it because just the fact that it's just, it's on Netflix and it's free. But I'll be watching it on there. Dune, he's in the new Dune movie, or Dune, or June.
Yeah.
He's in the new movie of that.
Yeah.
He's
Dune.
been in James Bond 007 Spectre.
Was he in that?
He was just like a kind of a Jaws kind of role. Like he was just a big
yeah.
henchman kind of dude.
Yeah, right.
He literally only says one word, but
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
the
it
fact
was,
that he's in it, yeah.
wasn't even his voice in it.
Yeah, right.
He was like, oh, fuck.
That's
And
amazing.
he goes like out the window. Like,
Yeah.
no, I do admit there was one movie that he was absolutely shocking in, and it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was a WWE movie called The Wrong Side of Town, starring Rob Van Dam, Ja Rule. You remember him?
Yeah, I know. Ja Rule.
Like him, and it was shocking. I mean, going, what the hell? And I thought Batista had a really short role.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's on the front cover of the DVD. He's on the
Yeah.
poster for it. And I'm going, he was in it for 2 minutes.
It was just to get names up.
Well, he was, then he's gone into other big movies like The Boss, and then like he's gone into what is it, The Chaperone, or the one where he's the U.S. agent, and then he has to get an Uber to get driven around because his eyes are screwed.
Nah.
Oh, he was in it's got that Indian fellow, I forget his name, Stuber. So he's like a secret agent Uber driver, and he's got this like Indian fella who. Because I'm not being racist here because he actually is Indian.
That's what
Famous
you're allowed
Indian
to-
he's a famous Indian actor, Kamal Nanjiani.
Right.
Nanjiani. He's going to be actually in a Marvel movie soon.
Yeah, right.
He's actually been in some pretty darn big movies since Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he's done heaps of shit.
No, he's done, and he's going to be in the new Knives Out movie.
I was just going to say, I was just looking here. There's the new Knives Out.
Knives Out too. He's going to be in it. So
Yeah, right.
he might. I don't know.
That's
What's
early
gonna
days.
go.
It's only pre-production, but still, that's...
Also,
Cool.
he's going to be in
I
Guardians
enjoyed
of the
that.
Galaxy 3, which actually, from what I've been hearing and been reading,
Mm-hmm.
it might be his actual last role playing Drax.
What? Oh, well, I suppose.
Because he goes, I love doing
Phase
it.
three's
I
done.
love playing the role. I love hanging at the great cast. I've got nothing personal against James Gunn. It's the fact that I've got to sit in a chair for 4+ hours and get this bloody makeup on.
Yeah, his makeup, yeah.
He goes,
He said at the start it was like 9
draining.
hours.
Yeah,
He said at the start
draining.
it was like 9 hours to do his makeup or
He
something. It
goes,
was
like,
ridiculous.
Yeah, he goes, I am very, I'm grateful for doing these sort of movies, but it's just the fact that I'm sitting in
That's
a chair.
massive time.
I'm sitting in a chair for 9+ hours getting this makeup on, and it just takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
And which, to be honest, I
don't blame him.
Well, from what James Gunn has already said, he has no plans of making a fourth Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
He's previously said that before. He
this'll
just
be
wants
it.
This would be it. I
Yeah.
reckon. There's
And
number
that's fine.
3.
Like, I mean, you end on a high. That's it. Like, these last two movies have been awesome. I think this third one, I don't have any reason to believe it's not going to be just as good.
Well, that's why I reckon.
Why not end on a high?
Well, that's why I reckon we will not be seeing another Avengers movie for a very long time because.
No, well, what? They were,
What's the point?
Avengers was what, phase 3?
Yeah.
That's done.
Yeah, it's
We're
done.
into 4 now.
I reckon we're not
So-
going to see one for a good 4 or 5 years.
Well, they don't,
not even
don't-
that.
There's no
Or
Avengers
more.
that have, like, there's no new Avengers. I mean, you've got.
They're
what,
going to probably
Bucky,
possibly make a new Avenger
like,
film. Like
you've
there
got-
is the comics called The New Avengers, but it's not going to
It's
be
not gonna
nowhere. It's
go-
going to be as big as these
not-
two that
no.
are sitting on your wall right now.
Yeah, that's right. These
Or the 4 that
because
came
these
out.
were the first. Like, these were the first movies to come out, or live action movies, I should say, about the Avengers. No one's. So now you've got the Winter Soldier, and you're going to have fucking all those other people. It's just not going to be as good.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't think
gonna be as
anyone's
good.
going to be. No one's going to stand up to it.
Well, a lot of people reckon they're going to try and bring Gap back. Chris Evans as Captain America, but I just feel like why?
There's
There's
leave
no
it.
point of bringing. If you bring Tony Stark back, maybe just bring have a cameo thing here or there, but don't bring him back.
No.
Don't bring back Chris Evans. Thor.
Just leave it.
Thor's doing his own thing. That might be his last time as playing
right.
Thor.
No.
Like Chris Hemsworth in the Thor: Love and Thunder. I might think they might be bringing in,
That'll be good.
the almighty Thor.
Yeah.
They're going to bring her in.
That'll be good.
So that, that she's Natalie Portman's going to be reprising the role as Thor.
Yeah, right.
The female Thor.
Yeah.
The almighty Thor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to know that maybe there isn't a future. There is a future for the Avengers, but with the sad passing of Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Which I think. Well, the thing is, I think Marvel Studios knew about his sickness, and they still went along with it.
Yeah. Well, if they're right for the role, they're right for the role.
Well, role, and I don't think anyone's going to take it. But Michael B. Jordan can take take up the mantle. There's always saying that Shuri is going to take up the role, but then I'm thinking it's just I'm not here to be sexist or anything, but it feels like there's going to be a lot of female in this role, which I've got no problem with.
I think we're done. I think we're done with this for a while. We were smashed with superhero movies. We've been hammered for the last however long
10 plus years.
We just give it, just chill out. Now they're doing these shows, and that's fine because people can watch them at their own leisure. People can go back and watch them on Disney Plus or whatever, and that's fine. But I think we just need to just leave.
Just give it
the
a break.
movies, just chill out for a little while.
But understanding with everything that's going on, I know this year we're going to get smashed by them, and possibly next year and the year after, only because of scheduling conflicts, because of the bad.
Well, now it's
the disease that we shall not name. But then again, I reckon after that they're just going to take a bit of a break and just. Well, the thing is, they're making money.
Yes,
they're making money.
They are, and that's why they won't stop.
No, exactly.
This is the problem.
But I feel like they are not going to make a massive blockbuster film like Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame.
No.
Not for a very long time.
No. Nor should they. They just
they've already made the money. They made their lifetime's worth of money,
billions of dollars
on one movie.
Yeah, the Russo brothers are good.
It again,
the
other one.
Russo brothers are like, you know what? Yep, I'm done.
Kevin
Thank
Feige
you.
is sleeping on a pile of money, surrounded by many beautiful women. But anyway, back to Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm still thinking you've got more interesting facts.
I do, and I was just reading that. This is where I read about the soundtrack. The soundtrack, Awesome Mix Volume 1, which was the first movie, reached number 1 in the US Billboard 200, which was to be expected because it's a great soundtrack,
It's
right?
Fantastic.
The first film ever to do so without any original music, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
It's all old songs, which is fantastic. It was also nominated for a 2015 Grammy Award for Best Soundtrack.
Okay, so it
So
was
it was a
nominated for
Grammy.
It was
There
a
you
Grammy.
go. So it was nominated, didn't win, but it was nominated.
But
So
won
there's
an
that.
Oscar.
So that's, I believe so,
Okay.
for Best Soundtrack, yes. So, I love this, right? Vin Diesel recorded all... Let me finish before you say anything. Vin Diesel recorded all of his lines in a different language, including Russian, Mandarin, Spanish, Portuguese, German, and French, so that he could use his real voice in the film around the world. That's fine,
Yeah.
but my problem with this wording, Vin Diesel recorded all of his lines in several different languages. He had one line. He had line.
2.
I am Groot.
2.
What?
We are Groot.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry.
You had 2 lines.
Well, okay.
Give the guy some credit.
That's- like, I was like, okay, that made me laugh thinking he had one line and they wrote lines. But maybe you're right on a technicality. Also, according to Vin Diesel, the voice of Groot, he recorded Groot's iconic line, I am Groot, over 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
1,000 times. I am Groot. I am
We
Groot.
did it.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
We
I
did it
am-
343 times. We
It's
did it
done.
so but we got it.
It's
No,
done.
but we got to shoot it from different angles. Again and again. And again and again and again.
But that is like 1,000 times. Wow. But apparently, according to him, he loved it. He loved doing
You're
the
getting
voice of
paid
Groot.
over millions
Just
of
do one
dollars
line.
to do I am Groot.
To do
I am Groot.
Like, that's it. Like,
But he has
That's
to do it
incredible.
in different tones. Like, it's not just I am Groot.
no, that's
I am
right.
Groot.
Different contexts, different. Do you want to have a stab at who auditioned for, not auditioned, who was considered for Rocket, for the voice of Rocket before Bradley Cooper got it? You want to take a stab? There's
Channing Tatum?
no,
I don't know why.
no.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
No.
No, I couldn't see it. I was like, nope. David Tennant. Charlotte Coplier. Don't know.
Who the hell is that?
Don't know. Jim Carrey. Who I think that would have been really interesting.
That would have been funny to hear.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. Like, Bradley Cooper's kind of got that real, he was able to use that real grunty voice
Yeah.
that I think that character needed. He needed that badass, like, you know,
I
that
get what
grunt
you're hearing.
that he had.
I don't believe I can hear, like, him going like, yeah, shabba-doo-doo.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It just doesn't make sense.
All right. Kangaroo song. Kangaroo song. Kangaroo song.
Do you want to hear who turned down the role of Gamora?
Who?
Olivia Wilde.
Who is that?
You don't know who? You know Olivia Wilde.
Remind me?
Oh my god, I can't think off the top of my head, but she's hot.
Hold on. I'm going on IMDb.
You'll know when you see her.
I probably do.
But she's kind of
Olivia.
I can't believe you don't know Olivia Wilde. Are you serious?
I don't know the name, but then
That's
when
so-
I see, I'll probably go, oh!
That's like that's a. Because you don't know who Olivia Wilde is.
Oh, yes, now I know.
Yeah, that's Olivia Wilde.
Yes, sorry. Yes, I do know who Olivia Wilde is. Sorry, I don't know why the name just didn't come to my head.
God damn.
Yes, because she's in heaps of movies.
Yes. Yes, she's a very accomplished actress. Yes. Yes.
Is she though?
So she turned it down, but Gina Carano, the Mandalorian,
yes.
who got fired from the Mandalorian.
That bird, yeah.
She auditioned for Gamora, who would not have been a good fit,
No, I find her as a bit of a cow. I find her to be a bit...
and two other women that you probably wouldn't have heard of. So, but they all applied. Well, they all auditioned, rather.
Well, I think they got the
So-
nail on the head with
They
Zoe
really
Saldana, because she was awesome in that.
But
flick.
Zoe was a professional ballerina, right? So she can actually Fun fact, she says in the movie that she doesn't dance, but Zoe actually isn't a very professionally trained ballerina.
Yes, I did know that because she was in a movie with Mila Kunis.
I might have to watch that. Sounds attractive. So that's fun, which I think benefited her a lot in her fight scenes. Once I read that, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, yeah, okay. She's really mobile. Like she's really good with those fight scenes. And fair enough, yes, they get trained and they have months of practice and training to do those scenes, but that would definitely help to some degree, surely.
Well, here's a bit of it. I just had a look on her IMDb page. She is literally in the top three films.
2, 3.
Three.
Pick a number.
3 films that are in the top, say 5 of the box office hits.
Yeah, right.
She's
she's in
Avengers,
Endgame,
Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah.
Avatar.
She's in Avatar.
She plays the female Avatar.
Oh, like the main role, love.
Yeah, that's
really?
her.
Wow. Okay, I did not know that.
I only just looked at that and went,
Wow.
holy shit, she was.
Oh, they really like putting her in different coloured makeup. They put her in green, blue.
Yeah, she played.
right.
Yeah, she played Sam Worthington's love interest as.
Well, I'll be fucked.
The female Avatar, which.
Okay.
I was never really a fan of that movie.
No, I wasn't into it either.
I just like the special effects in that movie are
great.
incredible.
Yeah,
I just still sitting there going like, this movie's
But-
gone for 3 hours.
Yeah,
now,
but the
what hell?
whole premise of the movie was just like, and that was the whole thing, wasn't it? That everyone was like, oh my god, it's like these visual effects are amazing.
Doesn't someone owe you a certain $5 note for that?
Shut up.
I hope you're listening.
Shut up. It's alright, no one's listening. Actually, that's wrong because we're doing this. You know why we're doing this?
Yes, I do.
We're doing this for Auntie Jackie and Uncle Paul. That's why we're doing this.
Yes, we did. They're our major 2 listeners that do listen
Our
to this
only
show.
2 listeners, Auntie Jackie and Uncle Paul. This is for you guys. Thank you so much.
Well, I was just hoping to God that this movie, this episode actually inspires them to watch this movie because I don't know if they have. But no, my Uncle Paul is a massive fan of the show. He listens to it religiously.
Love it.
So does my Auntie Jackie. She loves
Shout
it
out
too.
to Uncle Paul, Auntie Jackie.
They
We love you.
They listen it to, in the car, on the way to work. They're always asking me when we're recording next, and I'm like, well, Andy
We're not.
Andy decided to switch shifts, and
I didn't
decided to have
decide
2
shit. They did this to me.
No,
I
you
didn't
decided it.
That's my fault. Yeah.
It's all
I'm
your
the
fault.
worst.
It's your fault. You killed Just Dad movies.
I am.
It was up to me to bring it back.
I was dead. It was your wedding that brought it back, actually.
Yeah, it was actually.
It was. So that was amazing. So we're back.
Oh, we're back. There we go. Ding.
There we go. We're back.
Hello. Ding dong. Hello.
Yep. Love it.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
I hate Owen Wilson.
Wow.
There's a few actors I cannot really stand. He's one.
What
of
do you?
Just simple. Wow.
What in the actual ass?
Yeah.
Who is
What
that?
in the actual ass?
How do you not know? What in the actual ass? It's Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. How do you? How do you not?
I actually
fuck
watched
you.
it the other day, and I reckon the funniest, because clearly TikTok has been doing it, is
Oh,
what
you're on
in-
TikTok. Oh,
yeah,
that-
I only watch them. I only watch them. Don't do it.
you love it.
Oh, because
I've
they
done
do funny
TikToks.
ones. They do.
I've
I know
done
you
Tik-
did.
I've done TikTok.
Yeah,
I'm super famous.
don't freaking judge me, you piece of shit. Anyway, I
fuck
think the
you.
best one I'm saying is just, what in the actual fuck knuckles is this? That's my girlfriend. You're intolerant shit. Hey, pump the paint brakes, Fox and friends. I'm just surprised anybody would date you, especially little Peanut there from My Little Pony.
Oh, funny. What a funny man.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, so what should we kick off next, Andy?
Well, I haven't done reviews. Oh, you know what we didn't do is the budget. So it had a budget of 200 million, which you would expect from a Marvel movie.
Big movie like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
you would expect this. However, it grossed 7.4 million. So it grossed, what's that?
You say million or
5
billion?
No, million. So 5 million grossed. Profitable.
Yeah, right.
So it was 200 million budget.
Well,
so they had 200 million to
suppose-
spend, but then with all the sales, it grossed 700.
Suppose this is a movie that
7.4.
no one expected it to be big, no one expected it to be good.
And it was just.
That's why I reckon the second one probably made some bank.
It was just. Well, that's a good question. Actually, that raises a question. What about the second one? Because the first made considerable money. You know,
It made stuff all.
it made pretty good. Like it made what, 5 million ish.
5 million.
That's a good chunk of change if you ask me.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, I would say that it. Hang on. Oh, we didn't do the ratings. Do you want to know the ratings? Because I looked at the ratings the other day,
Okay.
and once again, Metacritic can eat a dick because everyone else is pretty good. I don't have it in front of me, but I will get it back.
I got the Metascore right in front of me.
Yeah, go on.
76%. That's not bad for
Yeah,
Metacritic.
For them, yes.
That's
But
not bad
when
for
you
Metacritic.
consider everybody else, you look at IMDb. I'm pretty sure it was 9.2 or something. IMDb was
It's not even in front of me.
9.2. I think was
8.
no 9.8.
8.
8
8.
on IMDb.
Is it? 8.
No,
8%.
I looked at it the other day. It was
8 out of
9.
8 out of 10.
All right. Well, regardless, what's yours?
You want... No, we've got to do that at the end.
Actually, you're right. You know what? The second one had a budget of 200 million, and it grossed 863 million.
There you go.
So it grossed a lot more than the first one.
Yes, because I reckon this film, no one expected it to be big. No one expected to be like what the hell is Guardians
No
of
one
the
wanted
Galaxy?
it to be good, and then it
as
was
soon as,
amazing.
you know, it wasn't until the second one came out and it's like, holy shit, I hope it's good as the first one.
This is fucking great. Yeah, no, I agree. And it is. It's fucking amazing.
I still remember when this came out, it was Christmas time. My mum goes, what would you like for Christmas? And I want Guardians of the Galaxy on DVD.
Oh, you didn't want tickets to the movie.
No, I wanted Guardians of the Galaxy on DVD, and she got me the movie on DVD.
Amazing.
On Blu-ray.
Amazing.
So, and I've still got the copy, still sitting in my
I love that
at home.
because it is the best.
I didn't use the DVD last night. I just watched Disney Plus on my new PlayStation 5.
Oh, righto. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Fucking Moneybags over here.
Yeah, righto. The guy with the boat sitting out there.
Boat's worth less than your PlayStation 5. Well,
No, it wasn't.
maybe.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe. It might have been. You don't know.
Well, I've actually, you know what? I've got another interesting fact.
Go.
You remember when they go into the prison
Yes.
and the big alien dude stops in front of Chris Pratt and he's like, "Oh, you look extra pretty."
Yeah.
And then Groot puts his fingers up his nose.
Yes.
Do you know who was voiced that? But
No.
Nathan Fillion.
Well, I know that name. I can't put a face to it. I know the
Nathan
name.
Fillion. He was Castle.
Ah.
Nathan.
Yeah. Okay.
Firefly.
Yeah.
Serenity.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he has a
Holy shit.
he is a really good friends with James Gunn, and that's hence why he's going to be in the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I only noticed that not Sean Gunn, Nathan Fillion was in this movie. He was
Is
actually
that
the
right?
voice. I did not know until about probably a year ago.
No, I wouldn't have picked that. I would not have picked that.
Like with this movie, like there wasn't really any like fun facts or like massive like holy shit.
Yeah.
It was more Easter eggs that you would actually see.
Yeah.
Like-
especially when you go back and watch it. That's what I love. Like you go back now that this is done, like Endgame is done.
You watch
you
them
go
all,
back
you can
and
notice them.
and you can go, oh my god, yeah, right, okay. Like it just shit. Like the Infinity Stones. So the collector.
Yeah.
And the story of the Infinity Stones there. That's a whole other thing. Like that's really cool.
Like you see
Like,
Howard the Duck in the background.
He wanted all of the Infinity Stones originally, but then he realized how fucking powerful they could
like,
be.
"No.
Nope, don't want them. Like like it's just shit like that.
Like when it was.
And unless you
when
read all the comics, and I mean all the comics, you wouldn't fucking pick that shit up.
like when you go into like when you first see the collector's room, you see the aliens from the Avengers, like the first movie that they attack New York. I forget what they're actually called.
Yeah, the the
Atali or
things.
something.
Yeah.
You see them. You see the dark elves from Thor. Thor 2, The Dark World. There's one hiding in the back.
Yeah, right.
There's even talks that there was possibly... You remember, I don't know if you've read the comics, but there's like a Thor version. There's another Thor, but he's got like a horse face.
No.
He's a very, very famous like character in the Thor comics.
Yeah, right. Nope,
And,
I didn't know this.
He's like a dark version of Thor. And I've just got his name up here. His name, Starhawk.
Yeah, right.
Like you can see like Starhawk, Xander.
Starhawk, Star-Lord.
Sorry. Beta Ray Bill is a Norse character from the Thor comics. He's like pretty much got all the powers of Thor, and then possibly you could see him in the background of like in one of the tanks.
Yeah, right.
But that's just up in the air. You see Howard the Duck in the background.
Yeah,
like
right.
You see, but yet he does make.
Actually, I think I read that somewhere. Yeah.
he does make a little guest appearance at the end.
I was going to say he does at the end, yeah.
So that's not a massive Easter egg.
Yeah.
But if you saw in Avengers Endgame when they got all the characters lined up and hear that pump up tune.
Yeah.
You actually do see Howard the Duck come out of one of the circles.
Oh, really?
So when all the Ravengers
Oh,
come
actually,
out,
I think you're right. Yeah,
and
actually.
you see Sean Gunn
Yeah.
and you see everyone come out, you actually see Howard the Duck appear.
Yeah.
Right
I
in
think,
the background.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I think I did pick that up. Not the first time, but yeah.
I only did it. I'm watching like a YouTube flick about all the Easter eggs in the film.
I'm sure.
And I do see Howard the Duck. So yes,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is everywhere
Yep.
because it is the best
It is.
motherfucking movie ever.
It is the best MCU movie. As far as I'm concerned, it is the best. What's also Rotten Tomatoes gave it 92, so maybe that's what I was thinking.
There you go.
Rotten Tomatoes of 92, which I think is a fair goddamn score.
Oh god, yeah. God,
So, what do you reckon? I mean, it's a stupid question because it's your favorite movie of all
my
time.
all favorite movie. Well,
It's going to be 11 out of 10, right?
So you want me to give this a good jam rating?
I want you to give it the best jars you got.
So the other day, my wife came home from the shops the other day. I asked her what kind of flavored jam she got. She goes, I didn't get any jam.
No jam.
I said, no jam.
No jam.
I said, no
Why
jam.
did you get
no
the jam? You don't have to get jam.
No jam. Why do you get the friggin' jam?
Well, you must get the jam.
Anyway, she goes, I got something better than jam.
There's nothing better.
There's nothing better than
there's
jam.
not. There's simply nothing better.
Listen, wench, you better give me my jam now. No, I didn't say that. She would have hit me.
Yeah,
Anyway,
she would have.
she pulls out a jar. It's called Biscoff.
I'm sorry, what?
It's called Biscoff.
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 It is. I
What?
forget the brand of it, but it's called Biscoff.
It's Kraft
It is
Biscoff.
No, it's not Kraft.
It's not Kraft.
No, it's like a creamy caramelized. It tastes exactly like a caramel gingerbread.
Ugh.
It was.
No, I don't know how to feel about. I don't know. No, I don't know how to feel about this.
I didn't
This
think
doesn't-
so as well. I
this
didn't
do-
think so as well.
I don't have to go much on the gingerbread.
No, like it's a caramel gingerbread.
Yes,
Very
but it
nice
tastes
and
like I don't
creamy.
go much on ginger.
And I'm there going, I don't think I trust this. But anyway,
I wouldn't trust this.
I didn't believe in the hype. I just looked at it. It looks nice. It looks cool. Kind of like this movie. But then it was like kind of watching Guardians of the Galaxy. You thought, I'm just going to see it, and then you just grab out a crumpet, put some butter, slather the Biscoff,
The Biscoff.
let it soak in, and it was freaking amazing. So I'm giving this a big 10 out of 10 whammy!
10 out of 10.
You just screamed in the mic right in my ear.
Sorry.
So,
Yeah, that
I feel like when you do that, you do need to get the whole whammy, like a whammy soundboard thing happening.
yeah, well, I got the
Anchorman
dings,
whammy.
So,
I'm giving it a
the
good
whammy.
10
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
10.
you're right. I should get the whammy.
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Why? Because
knew
it
you
is my
would.
favorite movie. I
I knew
love
you would.
watching it. It's a movie that I can always go back. When I feel like shit, I feel sick, or I feel, if I'm never sad.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
It's
movie
something
that I can always turn on and
watch,
just makes me feel happy.
Feel good. Yeah.
Makes me I love the storyline. I love the
Isn't
characters.
it great when movies can do that, where they have that effect on you, where you can just watch and zone out and be so happy and put you in a happy place?
Yeah, well,
It's amazing.
we're gonna with the pros of me in this film, really cons. I've got none.
Yeah,
I've got
I
absolutely none.
couldn't con it either.
I can't.
I
But
don't-
the
I got
pros,
nothing.
the storyline's fantastic. The soundtrack is amazing. The casting is fantastic.
Mhm.
The casting is just brilliant.
It is.
I just, it's a movie that I can sit and I watch and I just love I just get excited watching it. Like I was watching it, I had not seen it in a year. I've not sat down and watched it in a full blown year, and I was laughing at everything that I saw. It was like watching for the very first time.
Yeah.
And that is very, very rare to come by with a movie with me.
Yeah.
So a lot of people do ask me, what's your favorite movie? I say Guardians of the Galaxy, and they go, why? And I got a list of 10, and they're like, all these other movies are better than it. I was like, no,
they're not.
This movie, the only reason this movie is number one is it makes me feel like that I'm watching it for the very first time.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. I'm freaking loving the soundtrack. Hooked on a Feeling is actually my ringtone.
Is it?
And it has been for like 4 or 5 years.
That was my entrance song at my wedding, as you know.
It was meant to be mine, but my wife said no.
So did mine. I still did it.
It's just, it is just an amazing movie. I love it. It's my favorite movie, and I will love it. And hopefully, when my son gets older, I can show it to him.
You definitely will.
My wife.
I agree. I can't fault it.
We watched it last night, me and my wife. Mm-hmm. She had not seen it until last night.
What?
No.
How has you been together for this long and she's never seen that movie?
She'd never seen this movie, and
You're joking.
I was about to throw it because every time I look, she'd be on her phone. And I said, if you don't get off your phone, I'm about to throw it.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, that shits me too.
It's not her thing, but I'm just like, she was very respectable about it. She was like, it's your favorite movie. I'm not going to diss it out about it.
It's amazing.
So that was like the main
thing
good. That I care about. And, like I said,
there's one thing you care about more than her.
Yeah. Well, number 2 as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I love number 2. Which we possibly
it's great.
do about
Number 1 is it's a classic. You can't beat the original. It's a classic. You can't beat.
The biggest problem with number 2 is it was always number 1.
Yeah,
that's what I always see in this. Number 2's got its problems. Like, I feel like they were trying to.
I haven't watched number 2 in a long time.
Like they were trying to make some good connections with each cast. So there was always a big sad story or a sob story.
Oh, that's with the father, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's Kurt Russell. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed that movie.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think the story for me wasn't all there. Like, it was a fun, enjoyable ride. The first one was just so fun. You went on this journey,
but there was a lot of dips.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, Baby Groot did make the movie. I reckon the funniest bit in that whole movie was when they're going through the space, like they're doing hyperspace, the jumps.
Oh yeah. Their faces are all messed up. They're all warped.
I think Baby Groot was honestly the funniest thing out of that whole movie, where he's bringing all the stuff, and he's got a toe, and he's like, "Please tell me you got a drawer full of tethered toes." He's like, "Nope." Because
that's at the start where they're fighting those aliens, and because that's the gold, those gold people. The second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then at the start, where Baby Groot's just dancing. He puts the radio on, and he just starts dancing while they're all fighting and getting smashed.
And
Drax is getting thrown down and shit.
One of the other funniest bits was where they're all like, "Oh, he feels sexual feelings." And he's like, "No, to her." And then David Bautista just goes. He just starts pissing himself, and I'm just like, she just told your deepest darkest secret. Do me. Okay, so this button here is to set off the bomb. This one here is to set it off, set the time up. This button here is to it'll set the bomb off and completely kill us all. So remember to press this button. Okay, so repeat it back to me. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. No! That's the button would kill everybody. Do it again. I am Groot. Yep. I am Groot. Yep. I am Groot. Has anybody got any tape? He goes, hold on.
Yeah, that's right.
Johnson, around. You got any tape? Yeah, Scotch tape will work.
Well, why did you answer?
Nobody's got any tape. There was a lot of fun. There was number 2, very. It was still as good, but not as good.
No, it was funny. It was still. They had a lot of laughs, but that's right because they introduced that love, and then he's like, "Because you are so ugly." Oh, she's like, "You think I'm ugly?" Yes.
But beautiful people are mean. Jackson's just telling me I'm ugly. He's like, "You're not ugly." Oh, you serious? Look at her.
So good.
Oh, can I pet your puppy? Yes. Yes, you can. He goes to do it. He's like,
So good. Well, yes. Great movie.
Great movie. So, go for yours, if you'd like.
Oh, I can't. I think we just covered it. I think that was great. I
10 out of
love
10.
it. I'd give it 10. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's a perfect movie. I love it so much. I love the soundtrack. I love the cast. I love the jokes. They hit every time. It was filmed wonderfully. The cinematography is beautiful. The CGI is incredible. Like Marvel really nailed the
They
CGI.
know how to nail it. don't they?
DC really cock it up, but Marvel really know what's going on, and I give them a lot of credit for that. So that's a big thing for me. And this movie doesn't blatantly show a lot of CGI. Yes, obviously, 90% of it is.
Okay, so
but
how can you tell me that they fit like filming in space?
They're not. But it's so real looking, much like every other Marvel movie. But it's brilliant, and I love James Gunn. So
I do love
for me,
James Gunn.
it was a win all round. It was perfect,
Well,
perfect movie.
I'm going to give my performance of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Mine is going to go to Chris Pratt,
Mm-hmm.
just because I reckon, quite frankly, there was no one that was going to be better to play that role.
No, he nailed it.
Especially a role that's never been live action before or anything like that. Only in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon he's just perfect for the role. He's
He nailed
funny. He's absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give it to him. But I'm also going to give it to another one. The big shout out, Michael Rooker. He was great in that movie.
He was very good.
I mean, considering the only thing I saw like him in before that was The Walking Dead. That was pretty much the only thing until that, and then next thing you know, he's bloody everywhere. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
He's good. I like Michael Rooker.
Set him out. For me, I give it to Dave Bautista. Man, every one of his lines was so goddamn funny, and he was on point. He nailed that role. He absolutely nailed it. Everyone did a great job. Like that, the whole cast was perfect. But he was just
He stepped it
brilliant.
up.
He really did. From someone that had come from just that wrestling, like really hadn't had that blockbuster movies, he nailed it.
Yeah, like considering
Absolutely
someone that was
nailed
told
it.
that he was never going to get the role, the movie was going to turn to shit. He did well, and I think he just, he didn't waste the opportunity.
No.
But I'll give one more.
All right.
Vin Diesel. He was sensational.
I'm Groot.
Yes. Just incredible acting. I don't know how he didn't win an Oscar.
he did so because he played so much.
I was very surprised.
He recorded line 1,000 times.
I'm surprised he didn't get an Oscar for this movie, or he didn't mention family in this movie.
Well,
hop in a car and just drive.
Well,
off.
that's the thing. Like he was coming off the back of the death of Paul Walker when this started, 2014.
Yeah.
So that would have. I did read that he struggled a lot, but that he loved this role because it really helped him through. I don't know how, but it helped him through all of that. He really struggled, which is really good. I think.
That is good.
I think so.
I'm looking at the uncredited list here.
Go on.
The cast, and guess who's in it?
Josh goddamn Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
I told you he was uncredited. I told you this.
But is he in the credit list?
He's
in the cast list.
Yeah, uncredited.
Is he in the cast list?
Uncredited.
No, is he in the cast
He's
list?
in the cast list, uncredited.
He's in the cast list. He was in that movie.
No, he's in there, uncredited.
He's in the movie.
He is in the movie. I'm not
don't
disputing the fact
question
that
me.
he wasn't in the movie. He's in the movie. The problem is he went uncredited for the movie.
You know what? You're uncredited for a lot of things.
Oh,
Fuck you.
you know what? That's what. So you're wrong. He was uncredited.
I was right.
No.
Was he not in the movie?
He was uncredited.
Was he not in that movie?
He was in the movie, yes.
Yes. Yeah, so that's a ding for me.
He was.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
was
Thank
not-
you.
He was uncredited.
Suck on them.
He was in the movie, yes, but he was also uncredited for the movie.
So he just say I was right along.
Wait.
He was in that movie.
No, you.
I am inevitable.
Yes. That's the the
Famous.
in Endgame.
That's. I don't have any sound effects specifically for this movie,
He was in that movie.
Yes, he was. Okay, you know what? We're done. We're done here.
Oh,
We're done here.
you know what? That's it.
We're done.
Fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired. Thanks for coming by.
Well, anyone, thank you for listening. Especially, Uncle Paul.
Uncle Paul and Auntie Jackie. Thank you, guys. We love you. Support.
So, yes, you can follow us on Instagram and also on Facebook. If you got any, any movies that we should probably do.
I was thinking about this actually the other day. Have you noticed we only do Star Wars and Marvel and DC movies? This is all we do. We don't actually do anything outside.
We did Hot Fuzz.
Of this. Oh, we did.
We did
Okay,
Hot
yes.
Fuzz.
True.
I'm pretty sure there was another movie that
Maybe we should just exclusively.
Jurassic Park?
We should do exclusively.
We did Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
We did Deadpool.
Yeah. Well, that's still Marvel.
Yeah, I wanted to do Halloween, but you didn't want to do that because you're too scared to watch
I'm
it.
not too scared to watch it. I just don't. I'm just not. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bitch.
On you.
Oh, am I wrong? You're not scared to watch it?
What in the actual ass?
That's. You know what? That's what.
You're too scared.
You know what? Well, how about this one? I like this one.
Nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
Willy Wonka, the original.
Yes, I do know.
Gene Wilder.
Yes, I know who Gene Wilder is.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Right.
Righto. Anyway.
We're out of here.
Right here. Thank you for listening. And yes, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you guys have got any sort of movies that you want us to review, hit us up.
Let us know. Uncle Paul and Uncle Jackie. Uncle Jackie? Woo! Sorry.
Uncle Jackie.
Uncle Jackie.
Well,
Uncle
she'd
Paul
bitch
and
slap you for that.
she would. Uncle Paul, Auntie Jackie. Thank you.
Anyway,
We'll see you next time.
next time in 6 months.
Yoo-hoo! Ciao for now.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.